Okay, so hello everyone. I have here a multiple intelligence or MI inventory, which is I have to complete each section by placing one next to each statement that I feel I currently describing myself. But of course, if I do not, I have to leave it blank. And after that, I have to total the column in each section. It's look like I have to interview myself. So here it is. The section 1 is if study here if I enjoy categorizing things by common traits. And yes, of course I do. That's why I put one there. And then the next one is ecological or environmental issues are important to me. And I put one there. Of course it is. As a human being or as a citizen here in our place, it just, it's really important for me. Because it here, I have to find it. And the next one is ecological or environmental issues are important to me. Of course it is, as a human being or as a citizen here. And everyone have that kind. So the next one is hiking and camping are enjoyable activities. Yes, that's why I wrote a number one here. It's really enjoyable activities, especially when you're with your friends. It's kinda, even it's tiring. But when you got to the place that you want to go, all that kind of struggles going there is worth it. And the next one is I enjoy working on a garden. Yes, of course. When I was a little back then, in our old place, I have my own garden there and I'm planting a fruits, vegetables. Okay, so next is putting things in hierarchies or system of levels makes sense to me. Yes, of course it is. Everyone does. I guess. Everyone ba? Okay, for me, it is yes. It's easy for me to do things because I already put it on levels. Like as a student today,
A few moments later.
before I pass all the worksheets that I made or the activities that I have to pass during that day, I already planned it before finishing it. And as a student, it's really helped me to, you know, identify each activities if I'm going to pass it late or I'm still on that time.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Okay, next is animals are important in my life. Of course, I put another one because it is as another life again. Okay, another story. Back then, I have a pet, which is a cat, and I named that cat Melon. But in a sad way, she died because of an accident. Okay, next is my home has a recycling system in place, and I put another one again. And then the next one is I enjoy studying biology, botany, and or zoology. Of course, I did not put another one. It's not just I don't enjoy, it's not that I don't enjoy studying it, but I do like, the interesting topic about biology, about the study of life. And because of that, back then in senior high school, we already topic it and it's find it interesting, but I do not have that kind of urge in me to study this kind of topic. And the next one is I spend a great deal of time outdoors. Okay, it's really not my things to do some kind of activities outdoors. I prefer staying at home talaga. And I can say I'm an introvert, but I can do chit chat with other people, but sometimes, or no, it's not sometimes, it's every time that I Okay, the last one of section 1 is I spend a great deal of time outdoors. No, that's why I didn't wrote a number 1 here, because I really I don't want to spend my time outside. I prefer staying at home. Yeah, that's it. And don't judge me because of that. Okay, so I'm done with section 1. And I have a total here only 8 points. Because that's the thing that I fail only describing myself. Now let's move into the section 2, which is the first question here is I if I easily pick up on patterns. Yeah, I love abstract, and it's really caught my interest because of that kind of pattern. Choo. Next is if I focus on noise and sounds, and yeah, I love rhythm, especially the music, and I find it relaxing, some kind of that stuff. So the next one is moving to a bit is easy for me. And I wrote number 1 here. Because I do, of course. Who does not? I mean, who doesn't? Okay, next is I've always been interested in playing an instrument. It's not that I don't find it interesting, but I do play ukulele. Also the guitar, and I'm still working to play piano because of the sound. It's really kind of relaxing in mind. But I didn't put number 1 here because I don't always practicing it. Okay, so next is decadence, rhythm or speed of poetry intrigues me. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I remember things by putting them in a rhyme. And I don't wrote number 1 here because I did not. I don't feel that kind of stuff. Yeah, I really don't. I'm always looking at the question. Like, guys, I'm not into this kind of stuff. So the next one is concentration is difficult while listening to a radio rather, or television. No. It's not hard for me to concentrate. I mean, yeah, sometimes I do, but sometimes not. Okay, next is I enjoy many kinds of music. Yeah, I find it interesting. It's really do. And the next one is musicals are more interesting than dramatic plays. Yeah. So I have to put 1 here. It's only for me lang naman. So next one is remembering song lyrics is easy for me. No. It's not easy for me to remember song lyrics. Maybe if I play it 20 times. I do. 20 times every day. Yeah. I can remember that kind of lyrics. No matter how long it is. But if I don't, of course I can't remember it. Oh, so I'm already done on section 2. And I also have here 6 points. Only 6 points. Okay, now let's move on to another section, which is a section 3. And And said here, I keep my things neat and orderly. Yes, I like organizing things, especially in colors or the size, stuff like that. I find it kind of relaxing to, you know, separate that I need to separate. And the next one is step by step directions are a big help. Yeah, it's really do, because having that kind of step by step direction, I can easily do the things that I need to finish because it's already have direction, or how. That's it. And the next one here is solving problems comes easily to me. Yeah, I can say that. That's why I put another one here. Next one is I get easily frustrated with disorganized people. Yes. That's kind of stuff. I don't know why, but I like organizing things because it's refreshing in the eye, and everyone can explain why. So the next one here is I can complete calculations quickly in my head. No, especially the math things. I really don't. I don't know why. I'm not into that kind of stuff naman kasi. That's why I really don't. And next is puzzles requiring reasoning are fun. Yeah, that's why I love abstracts. And it's really, it's really interesting because I don't want math, but I do like solving abstracts. Weird, but sounds fun to me. And next is we have here I can begin an assignment until all my questions are answered. Yeah, because how can I start if I still have question in my mind? So I have to questions all. I have to answer all my questions before starting that kind of topic rather. Next is I have here. What's the next one? Structure helps me be successful. Yeah, that's why I put number one again. And next one is I find working in a computer, spreadsheet, or database rewarding. No, I don't. But the fun fact here is I choose secondary education. But like super interesting. I deserve an explanation. Kidding. Next one is we have here a things have to make sense to me or I am dissatisfied. Yeah. Of course it is. I don't want to work on something that still have question in my mind. I don't I just don't. Don't give that kind of stuff on me if you can't explain it. Yeah, that's the things I always been doing. I'm not satisfied on things that I don't understand because I really don't understand. Oh, that's the end of section 3. And I only have 8 points. Again, you see 8 points. Now let's go on to the section 4. And first one is, it is important to see my role and the big picture of things. And yeah, that's why I wrote number 1 again. Next is, I enjoy discussing questions about life. Yes, I really do into that kind of stuff. It's really interesting. Only for me, I don't know about other people if they find it interesting. Next is religion is important to me. Yeah, it is. But I don't judge other religion. I respect them. I respect their beliefs, their values. I respect everything about them, but just don't judge the religion that I have. I have my own belief. I respect yours. So you have to respect mine also. And next one is I enjoy viewing art masterpieces. Yeah, I really do. I find it more like, part of me, that kind of stuff. Or especially about arts. I'm really active about it kind of topic. Everyone can say that. Only if you know me. Yeah. Next is relaxation and meditation exercise are rewarding. And I put another one here again. I'm not going to explain it. I swear I'm not going. I don't want to be judged by people who don't understand my point of view. Next is I like visiting breathtaking sights in nature. Yeah. If I'm just going outside into this kind of activity, I would go out. Next is I enjoy reading Asian and modern philosophers. Yeah, I don't know what I love the things about before. It's really interesting and I don't know. It's just like I want to go back in time. Kidding, I don't want to go back in Gera.
Sorry.
I don't want there. Next is learning new things is easier when I understand their value. Of course, who does not? Everyone, especially myself. I can easily do some kind of stuff because I understand their point of view, I understand their value, I understand their mission. Because if you do, you just walking on the ice without knowing the purpose. Like, dude. Okay, next. I wonder if there are other forms of intelligence life in the universe. Yeah, I find it interesting, especially the Bermuda Triangle, Area 51, something like that about aliens. And they, what do you call this? I found this news or in my newsfeed, and it says that there's another planet that can produce life, which is the B kind of name of planet BA1617. That's the things I remember about that kind of planet. And it's really interesting because knowing that there's other, species living there. And that kind of planet have a source of water, especially the oxygen that need of us. Next is studying. Oh, I'm already done about the section 4. I got 4 total. 10, you see that? Next we have here section 5. So I have to remove this one because I'm already done about it. Next is I learn best interacting with others. Yeah, especially in reviewing things before the summative exam. Like you're helping each other to remember the topic and study it. I found it really interesting, and it helps us a lot. And the next one is the more the merrier, yeah. Especially in games. The more the merrier, Juju. Next is study groups are very productive for me. Yeah, it does, especially when you're with your friends. When you're with friends, because we have different kind of point of view, so you already know about it. Next is I enjoy chat groups. Yeah, only for my friends. That if I don't know you, I'm not going to talk with you. Yeah, that's kind of stuff. That's a thing for me. And the next is participating in politics is important. I don't put number one here. But I didn't say politics is not important though. I'm not into politics. That's why I don't. I'm not participating in that kind of activity. But of course, as a citizen, it's important to me to know about the common like, especially about the laws. Only about that. Okay, next. Television and radio talk shows are enjoyable. Yeah, of course. Especially when those are more funnier than the question.
What?
I mean, example, Vice Ganda are...
Today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Or, is antay mo. Is yun. Vice Ganda is really funny. That's all I can say. Next is I am a team player. Yeah. That's why I love, and I mean not love. I find it interesting interacting with others. I can easily adjust myself for them. Next is I dislike working alone. No. Working with friends nor working alone are good for me, yes. I can adjust. Next is clubs and extracurricular. What is this? Clubs and extracurricular activities are fun. Yeah. But not the clubs thing. Club things. I don't want that. Extracurricular activities like going out with your friends or something you have to do outside but not in club. I'm not into that kind of things. The last one of section 5 is I pay attention to social issues and causes. Yeah. That's really I'm not that kind of chismosa, but of course as a citizen I have to know the things happen surrounds me. And I only have 8 total again. Next is section 6. I have here I enjoy making things with my hands. Yeah, I really do. Because I don't have to ask any opinion about others. Oh wait. I'm not saying that yun na nga yun, oo. Tagal mo, te. Next is sitting still for long periods of time is difficult for me. Kinda. Kinda. Especially now, I have to move little by little. Little by little. Hindi magiging ganon. Okay, next is I enjoy outdoor games in sports. Yeah. So I put number 1 here. And next is I value non-verbal communication such as sign language. Yes. Any language or any part of communication, as long as you can communicate, is really important, because not all people have that kind of blessing to talk, to say something directly. That's why, for me, yes. Next is a fit body is important for a fit mind. Well, everyone says that in order for you to think more, creativity and kind of this stuff, you can think or solve problem directly. Yeah, that's it. Next is arts and crafts are enjoyable pastimes. Yes, especially for me. Example, the painting. I love painting. I love drawings. I love some kind of colorful stuff. Next is expression through dance is beautiful. Yeah, because dance is also an art. If you are dancing about something lively but your face are like hindi naman magiging ganon. Next, I like working with tools. Yes. How can I work on something if I don't need the tools? Makes sense. Kidding. So I live an active lifestyle. Yeah, I do exercise every day.
Hoy! Mga bunganga nyo! Tahiin nyo! Matutulog ako! Nagising ako sa bunganga nyo! Buhay nyo at tulog! Magpatulog kayo!
And eat nutritious food. O hindi, araw-araw dilata. Oo. Hindi na naman talaga nagugulay. What? Next is I learn by doing. Yeah. I learn everything. Especially I can understand something if I already feel that kind of stuff. And it helps me give an opinion. That's it. Oh, I'm done with section 6. And I have 10 points here. Next, let's move on to the section 7. I enjoy reading all kinds of materials. Yeah. As long as it's book, I'm going to read them. I love reading. Next is taking notes helps me remember and understand. Yes. It's easy for me to go back in our topic. Not in relationship, ha. In topic. Next, I faithfully or routinely always contact friends through letters and or email. Yeah. Even we only know each other in social media, I'm going to each other like, hey, kumusta ka? How are you? What are you doing today? Something like that.
It's so the very fresh. And so the light is the apple. In the fresh into the apple the same. It's so yummy good. It's so the yummy. It's so the apple me. The juice me. Okay. You see the version so you the apple juice. It's so yummy.
As their friend, I have to check them too. I'm always like that. My friends can tell me. My friends can tell that I always check them, asking if they're alright, if they're doing great or something, stuff like that. Next na tayo. Okay, it's easy for me to explain my ideas to others. Yeah. And I can adjust my explanation because everyone deserves an explanation. Explanation! Next, it's easy for me. Okay na ba? I keep a journal, yeah. I always write it down. I have already so many journals. But I'll throw it away. But now I'll keep it na lang. That's it. Okay, next na tayo is word puzzles like crosswords are and jumbles are fun. Yeah, it's fun, but not for me. Next, I write for pleasure. Yeah, I'm also a story writer in Wattpad. Ay, walaan yung name ko. What? Eme lang. Oh, eme lang. Now, let's move on to the next. I enjoy, ano ba yan? I enjoy playing with words like puns, anagrams, and spannerism. I don't. I'm not that kind of I'm not into that kind of stuff. But I love playing words. For example, the word listen. Oh, di ba? Pag jumble mo yun, that's gonna be like silent. Oh, yun. Example na yun. Next is foreign language interests me. 진짜? 그런잖아요. I mean, yeah. I'm also studying Hangul. Before, my cousin, Reggie, he's always attending the class, Hangul class, and I always join him. And I also, Hanados. Ay! Hindi magbibilang. Next. Yeah, but I really find it interesting talaga naman. I also watch K-dramas to help my understanding about Hangul. Shana.
Oh my god, what is that?
Hindi magiging ganon. Next, debates and public speaking are activities I like to participate. No. Nag-react agad. It's not that I don't like public speaking or debates. I'm not into this kind of stuff. Again, I'm not into this kind of stuff. Okay, I'm done with section 7 and I only got 7 here. Next, section 8. I am keenly aware of my moral beliefs. Yeah. As a human being, I'm always aware of my choices, especially the choices I have. The moral beliefs that I have, I really don't understand it. How can I... What do you call this one? May nag-iisip yung walang isip. Ay! Hindi magiging ganon. That's it. I'm totally aware. I'm totally aware. I can say that. Diba? Next, taking a learn best when I have an emotional attached to the subject. Yeah. Especially when I'm writing a story. Every writer have their background or even the slightest background about their lives or about themselves. That's why writer always have that kind of good stories. Next is fairness is important too. Yeah. Fairness. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If I'm right, I'm always right. I'm always correct. Yeah, joke lang. So fairness is important to me. Yeah. You can't argue about something if you can explain it. Sandali. Nagugutom ang babae.
What? What the?
Babae pero naka-boy haircut. Next. Next is my attitude affects how I learn. Yeah. don't know about this one. But I put number 1 here. Okay, let's move on to the social justice issues concerned. Yes. May pake pa naman ako sa aming paligid. Next, working alone can be just as productive as working in a group. No. Especially when I'm studying alone, I focus on that kind of topic. But of course, when I'm with my friends, I also focus, but it's more fun. Okay, next one is I need to know why I should do something before I agree to do it. I can't work on something if I don't know the purpose. Next, I need to know why I should do something before I agree to do it. So I'm already done with this. Next is when I believe in something, I will give 100% effort to it. Yes. Next, when I like to be involved in cases that help others. Yes. That's why I joined the RCY or Red Cross Youth. Next is I am willing to protest or sign a petition to right a wrong. Of course, everyone can do that. Now, okay, the section 8, I only have 9 points here. Okay, let's move on to the section 9. I can imagine ideas in my mind. Yes, as a story writer, of course, before I write it, I already imagine it. Next, rearranging a room is fun for me. Yes. I have to rearrange my room. Next is I enjoy creating art using varied media. No. I don't know why. Okay, I don't want to explain it. Next, I remember well using graphic organizer. Yes. Because it's already organized. How come na hindi ko siya maintindihan? Next is performance art can be very gratifying. Yeah. It's about art, honey. Next, spreadsheet are great for making charts, graphs, and tables. I don't know why it's here, but I didn't put one there. Next is 3-dimensional puzzles bring me much enjoyment. Yes. I mean, no, guys. Come on. Next is the music videos are very stimulating. Yeah. Next, I can recall things and mental pictures. Next, I am good at reading maps, atlases, and blueprints. No. I do not.
What?
Okay, I only have 5 total here. And that's it.